Hip-hop's certified OVO podcaster from the OVO Sweatshop, also known as the Donald Trump of hip-hop, OVO Mal and Eminem's cousin from Ireland, Rory, also known as the hip-hop Bill Burr who said the N-word, have taken their buffoonery to another level because on a recent episode of their Everyday Struggle podcast, no pun intended, titled the new Rory and Mal podcast, the bare minimum boys are doing the most, trying to discredit the king of hip-hop, Kendrick Lamar, yet again. But this time trying to discredit Kendrick for his well-deserved 9 Grammy nominations for his GNX album. With the OVO soldiers getting sensitive and in their pajama clothes, trying to act like they are doing groundbreaking hip-hop journalism by calling out the Grammys for being biased as if this was something new to the average music consumer. But anyways, going back on topic, when Mal's treacherous twin, Damaris, was announcing the nominations for Rap Album of the Year, it's very clear that Donald Trump's bottom boy was playing Marvin's Room in his head, ready to come for Kendrick Lamar's neck, screaming, "Fuck that nigga that you love so bad," to all his fans of his show. Because immediately, MAGA Mal had the audacity to say Kendrick Lamar's album did not deserve to be nominated for a Grammy for Rap Album of the Year.
Best rap album at the 2026 Grammys are Let God Sort 'Em Out by The Clips, Glorious by Glorilla, God Does Like Ugly by JID, GNX by Kendrick Lamar, Chromacopia by Tyler, the Creator. GNX is going to sweep and it's going to piss me off because The Clips deserves to win.
Girl, shut the fuck up. You thought you ate that?
And that's not Kendrick
Kendrick
Lamar
just opened
hate.
his mouth. Someone go hand him a Grammy right now.
Jamal.
Where's your...
Jamal.
I'm just saying, the boy is prophetic. That's all I'm saying.
He's a Grammy darling. That goes without saying.
And before people start to criticize me for calling out hip-hop's certified Hot Pocket, I'm not upset at all that Molly Mal prefers Champagne Karen over Kendrick Lamar. But when Mal makes these ridiculous claims that Kendrick Lamar doesn't even deserve a Grammy nomination for one of the biggest rap albums, simply because he still feels a way about Kung Fu Kenny chopping up his certified lover cake like a chopped cheese from a bodega in Queens, it really just seems that Mr. Maulina wants to be Ronald Isley and in between the sheets with Drizzle Marie.
Enough of this singing, let's make love.
Because literally, this fucking rap battle that OVO Maulina can't let go like Keisha Cole literally happened over a year ago. But I'll tell you the real reason why Molly Mal can't let this Kendrick Lamar hate go. It's because even before the rap battle between Kendrick Lamar and Drizzlecake, OVO Maulina has had a track record of hating on the king of hip-hop well before the rap battle took place. Because Jay-Z's disgruntled nephew has been throwing shots at Kendrick Lamar on his Twitter since 2012, allegedly, where the Philly cheesesteak Hot Pocket was popping his shit about Kendrick back then, where he literally called Kendrick Lamar a faggot, because Kendrick Lamar admitted that he had jealousy for other grown men, but also giving Kendrick Lamar props in the same sentence for being man enough to say he was jealous of other men. Like as if he was telling Kendrick he's Tony Braxton, be a man about it.
Just be a man about it.
Which I find fucking hilarious as a gay man myself, because isn't it ironic how Mr. Maulina wants to call Kendrick Lamar a faggot when Mr. Maulina is the one who really is acting like a faggot? Like when he was painting his fingernails like a bad bitch with a BBL for 5 years, posting his painted nails on his own social media page.
Really, nigga?
But it doesn't stop there, because Mal isn't just trying to call out Kendrick for being a faggot. Mal has tried to call out other men for being gay, like the time where he allegedly tweeted that if a grown man is 45 with no kids, there's something wrong with their plumbing.
Oh my God! Wow!
Which is so fucking ironic, because Mal is literally pushing 50 with no evidence of having any children, let alone even an actual girlfriend, outside of playing a girlfriend to Champagne Karen, like he was Olivia singing to 50 Cent.
If I was your best friend, I want you around all the time.
You said that I could call you whenever I needed someone to listen to me.
First we get to talking, then we get to touching. If we get past the phone games, we'll be fucking.
And let's not forget this alleged tweet from the DL podcaster from Fordham when he stated how he's also afraid of being gay. And that's a real thing for him.
Are you gay?
How you gonna ask me a question like that?
How do you turn around and let a man bend you over?
Ain't nobody bending me over.
Oh, so you doing the bending?
But like EPMD, Molly Mal,
You got to chill.
Get down to the sounds of EPMD.
because I can guarantee you a lot of gay men that I know would not be attracted to you. Not because you're a black man, but because you're a grown-ass man who likes to argue with grown women, like Damaris, over your certified lover cake, named Peter Pan Graham. It's nowhere near attractive, and it's not giving sexy back like Justin Timberlake.
Bringing sexy back. Yeah, take him to the bridge.
Which is why I feel, in my honest opinion, that Mr. Mal needs to come out of the closet and to clean his closet from all of his skeletons, like Eminem.
I got some skeletons in my closet and I don't know if no one knows it.
He doesn't need to be sorry, mama. We know he never meant to hurt you.
Sorry, mama, I never meant to hurt you. One time, I said I'm sorry, mom.
What the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about?
And I know deep down, I'm pissing Mal off worse than Joe Budden ever did. Because one of his former biggest fans of his podcast, Antonio the CEO, a gay man, is literally making valid points here that Mal does not want the hip-hop world to know about. And behind the scenes, him and Rory have been laughing and making fun of me, thinking that their inside jokes about me being a faggot will get to me. But sorry, not sorry. I won't run and hide. I'm more like Gene Chandler. Because I fooled you this time.
Fooled you this time. The last laugh is mine. I know that now you see.
We're in 2025, Mal. It's okay to be gay.
At the end of the day, Ronnie, I am a man.
A man who's gay. You like niggas. Get that to your head.
And even though I know Rory tries his best to seem like he is not a biased OVO podcaster like his closeted homosexual Trump supporter co-host, I can't let go how he tried to take a slight jab at Kendrick Lamar by trying to call him a Grammy darling, because even if Kendrick Lamar is a Grammy darling, what's the point of even calling that out when Kendrick Lamar deserves all of the Grammy nominations he has for GNX? It's like as if he was the man at the garden, because again, Kendrick Lamar
Deserve it all. Keep these bitch niggas away from me. I burn this bitch down. Don't you play with me, motherfucker. I deserve it all.
I mean, even Rory and Damaris in the same episode called out Melania Trump for trying to act like Kendrick Lamar's rap album should not even be considered for a Grammy nomination for Rap Album of the Year, knowing damn well it was one of the biggest, if not the biggest rap album of the year. And even though I don't like to talk about Damaris because she's very sensitive and can't handle criticism, especially when men are putting her in her place, sorry, not sorry, she did make a great point that the only reason why Kendrick Lamar shouldn't win Rap Album of the Year is because the Clips arguably made the greatest rap album in 2025 when Kendrick Lamar's GNX was released at the end of 2024. But at the end of the day, the Three Stooges are acting like Kendrick Lamar's Grammy nominations are simply nominations because of his record label paying for them. And for some reason, out of nowhere, Rory brought up his own album and how he tried to get his project nominated for a Grammy just to find out that he would have to pay an estimated 6 figures to a Grammy consultant to have his album, I thought it'd be different, considered for a nomination.
I don't know. You guys know I have mixed feelings with the Grammys. I don't think it defines you, but I think it's also cool if you want to be Grammy nominated or win a Grammy. I told you guys with my first album, when I got the price of what a Grammy consultant is, I was just like, wait, that's a full-time job.
Yeah.
It's 6 figures to hire a Grammy consultant? What do you mean? They sit and they go to meetings and just say, this one.
Yeah.
Here's some money.
There you go.
Which is just ludicrous. Because Rory, I'm sorry, but you got to move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way. This ain't about you. Move, bitch. Get out the way. Oh no! Because sorry not sorry, even though I really love Rory's album, I don't understand why Rory would even try to use his situation with his album being considered for a Grammy when Rory's album hardly had any impact to mainstream R&B or even R&B on an underground level, outside of his loyal fans, like me, that heavily supported the project, that eventually built up the momentum for people to really appreciate the album for what it is. It seems more like Rory is just upset and sensitive in his pajama clothes that his album didn't get recognized for a Grammy or that he had to pay big dollars. But if you have a podcast deal that you signed with The Volume, what's the problem? You can't pay it for yourself?
Damn.
I'm just saying. But again, this is not to disrespect Rory because he literally made an incredible album, and you should listen to it if you love R&B music, where he brought a bunch of incredible R&B and hip-hop artists together to collaborate on songs that he wrote and co-produced. But honestly, I feel like this album has gotten Rory's ego a little out of whack, like Beyonce.
I like to think that I was created for a special purpose. You got a big ego.
Where he feels like he is a white DJ Khaled. But honestly, him even bringing up this situation with the Grammy process made no dollars and no cents, like DJ Quick. Because it would be expected for Rory to have a more difficult time to get his Grammy nomination versus an artist like Kendrick Lamar anyways, who clearly would not need to have a Grammy representative because of how impactful Kendrick Lamar is to music, and for the simple fact that Kendrick Lamar's GNX album redefined hip-hop culture not just in 2024, but in 2025. Yeah, maybe there's no top 40 hip-hop songs on the charts back in October, but Kendrick Lamar's GNX was pretty much riding the whole Billboard wave all throughout the year of 2025. So in the words of Kendrick Lamar, Rory.
Miss me with that bullshit. This ain't what you want, this ain't what you want.
But honestly, I'm going to stop calling out Rory because despite how he really feels about me behind the scenes, I really have a lot of love and respect for him and honestly feel sorry for him. Not because of his alleged old tweets that are popping up in these YouTube streets where he is calling out black women with hood rat names, according to the Red Rocket himself, who had the audacity to call out Beyonce for naming her daughter Blue Ivy, as if that's a hood rat name that you would hear in the streets of Harlem or in the streets of Compton. But I do feel bad for Rory, because I know deep down he regrets ever being affiliated with a closeted, self-hating homosexual man from Fordham.
Damn!
Who defends Donald Trump and Peter Pan Graham. Allegedly, I guess, but honestly, this is what they asked for when they decided to make their show the OVO Podcast. A podcast for all the OVOs, trying to disrespect Kendrick Lamar fans in the process.
I watch them pander with them backhanded compliments. I'm doing what COVID did. They'll never get over it. Yeah, nigga.
Sorry not sorry. And for my final thoughts, I'm going to keep it very short and sweet like Sabrina Carpenter and say that I am no longer going to be talking about the Rory and Mal show. Because honestly, a few months ago, I literally tapped out from watching their show after being a loyal supporter of their show for a solid 4 years, even after their ridiculous takes about Kendrick Lamar for over a year. So it honestly makes no sense for me to even call out their podcast when I literally don't even listen to it. Honestly, I'm only forced to listen to it because of my fans on the show who want to hear my feedback, like Janet Jackson, and because they are only relevant when they are disrespecting Kendrick Lamar or trying to call out other artists on their show instead of being known for a hilarious podcast that they were once known for when they used to have Eden and Julian on the team. But because Rory and Mal did not know how to properly handle Eden punching Julian in the face, literally laughing at Julian for being punched in the face, which could have led to a legal case, and because Mal forced Rory to fire Julian abruptly, allegedly, because we all know Mr. Molina couldn't handle Julian for being a great producer for the show and a better podcaster than him, not to mention Julian holding Mr. Molina accountable for his hypocritical stances. I mean, it's safe to say that the Rory and Mal podcast will never be the same, just like their beloved certified lover cake.
I guess that's just who I became, dog. Nothing was the same, dog.
And what makes this all more sad is that Rory and Mal called out Joseph Anthony Budden for being a sellout after he fired them and did not meet their original contract obligations because Joe was only focused on himself and chasing the bag. When you can literally say the same thing about the Bare Minimum Boys. Literally secured the volume deal, then pulled a bitch-made move by firing Julian, their greatest asset to their show, because why? That's right, they got sensitive and in their pajama clothes. Ha ha, high five. Joke's on y'all, right?
Ha ha, joke's on you, high five. Pin a tail on a donkey, boy, you benefit. Foot in the back of your ass, aftermath, get the last laugh.
But anyways, let me know what your thoughts are. Do you feel like Rory and Mal are only relevant when they're talking about Kendrick Lamar and disrespecting him? Do you ever feel that Rory and Mal will ever have a good podcast again like they once did with Julian and Eden? Let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, if you feel like nobody loves you, just know that I love you, and more importantly, God loves you. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.